Hello, I'm Tyler Osterloh.
And I'm Kylie Howington, and we decided to talk about circadian rhythms at the Waco Downtown Farmers Market this semester for our term project.
So what we did, we reached out to the Waco Downtown Farmers Market coordinator and reserved a booth for Wednesday, April 23rd from 5 to 8 p.m. We designed pamphlets and stickers to print in the maker space that we used, and we created a list of true and false questions about circadian rhythms. So to kind of play a game with whoever came up to us, and we got that information from a lot of the lecture slides. We set up a poster at our table to attract an audience, and we tried to kind of have a hook in it. And so it said, "Sleep, how much do you know?" So kind of like a little challenge. And we educated people about circadian rhythms and the importance of sleep. And in some of these pictures, one of them is us at the tutoring center and we're beginning to work on a project. The next one is us actually at the booth with our pamphlets and our stickers. And then the other one is just kind of like a view of our booth and our sign.
So we ended up having a total of 46 people come by our table, and most of those interactions lasted around 6 to 7 minutes. And two of our lasting resources were this pamphlet you see to the left, and then that sticker down there. And we just pulled all of that information with those sleep tips from one of the earlier journal articles we read this semester. And then our sticker just says sleep has a rhythm and it's circadian, something fun and catchy. And it has a little fun graphic of a moon and the sun on it.
All right. So, some of our takeaways, we realized that people are curious and want to know about sleep. So, we are really surprised by the amount of people that came to our table, despite us just having a sign. Children were a little harder to reach, to educate as well, because of the verbiage of our true false questions, as we geared them a little bit more towards adults. But they love the stickers and they really love the true false questions, even though some of the verbiage was tough for them. They kept coming back and asking us about more questions. So that was great to share with them. And then intentional conversations were tougher with multiple groups at once. So sometimes Kylie would have like three people that she was talking to, and I would have like three people that I was talking to, or sometimes, I mean, the groups differed, but it was tough to be able to have intentional conversations with all those people just in like such a short amount of time. But I guess it's kind of a good problem to have. And things we would do differently, we would include a diagram of circadian rhythms that would be helpful for explanations. So when we're talking about like the postprandial dip or the morning awakeness zone, those kind of things, we would try to have a little graphic so they could actually see where it was in the circadian rhythms. And another one would be creating notes to reference would also have been useful as well.
So some of our best moments, we did have a guy circle back to our table 3 different times. And I think we talked to him for about like a total of an hour of the time we were out there. And he got a little fun extra lasting resource, and we ended up leaving him with some of our journal articles that we had left over in our backpacks. And then we had a mom and a 7-year-old boy come by. And he was really curious and interested in hearing what we had to say. That was also a really good learning opportunity for us to kind of bring it down a notch and explain it in easy, digestible terms for the children. And then I had a biology teacher come by and talk to me, and he was sharing that he was interested in pursuing a career in osteopathic medicine. So I think sleep would be really important for him to know about and have a good background in, given that osteopathic medicine takes a more holistic philosophy. And then the very end, like last 3 minutes, we were out there. Dr. Baudet and his fiance came by, which was a nice little fun surprise. So
Yeah.
yeah, it ended up being a really great project, and I was
Mhm.
pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed
Yes.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but thank you for listening to our presentation.